Um, I've already introduced on workaholism and even the symptoms of workaholism. Now, I'm on what are the causes of workaholism? Why do people get addicted to work? What are the reasons? So I'm going, as a family therapist, I'm going to explain the reasons surrounding workaholics. One of the reasons is the aspect of the inferiority complex. What do I mean by inferiority complex? This can be traced in your childhood, in your infant days, when you could work, and all the time your parents were very negative. They were telling you, you have not made your bed well, you have not washed your clothes, or if you are washed, you have not done it well. You are not committed like your brother or like your sister. You have not done your homework well. So when you are a child, you are so much used on doing that you are not doing well, you are not performing well. You are so much used to negativity, negative things. And now what happened? Your parents affected your ego. They affected the way you feel about yourself. They affected your esteem issue. And so when you grow up, when you come to work, you still remember your parents who are significant others, they did not have kind words for you. And so now what do? You just now get all your life, all your song, all your commitment to work so that you reclaim the superiority, so that you show the world that you can do something great, so that you show the world that you can come and do something and it can be perfect and you can win laurels and medals if possible. So this workaholism, it is a follow-up of your childhood upbringing. What I'm trying to say, the parents can play a very important role. The seed they sow during childhood is going to manifest itself even in the later years of your children. So what am I trying to say? What I'm saying is that it's very important when you are bringing up your children, be careful about the ones. Remember, if you tell them they are weak, then it is going to be weak. They are going to be weak. Then there is the aspect of feeling unloved. When the children feel that they were unloved, you find that sometimes some parents are not able to do embarrassing. You find that they do favors to certain children, probably the one who is performing well in school, the one who is becoming number one, and the one who is becoming last, they don't want to associate with that child. And that child is still remembering that I'm not loved by my parents. So even when they grow up with the inferiority complex. They are also feeling they are not loved. This is another point, feeling they are not loved. And so, what do? Since they are not loved, they want to get that love through the work. So they love the work. They get you committed to that work so that somebody, either their boss or their colleagues, will say this person is a great worker. They want to have appreciation, acknowledgement, which they could not get from their parents. Love can play a very important role. Appreciation. The third reason for people becoming workaholics is they learn that work is good. For those who can remember the operant condition, learned behavior, that when that good work, committed work, you are likely to be rewarded. If there is either reward or a punishment, carrot or a stick. So now, with workaholics, they know that if they work very hard, they are likely to be rewarded. How are they going to be rewarded? They are likely to be rewarded through promotions, through praises, through scholarships, through being given bonus, extra days for leave, or even to go for vacation in a place of their choice. So they learn work is good. Commitment to work is good. Yes. Then there is the aspect of what we call the trait theory. The trait theory is that to do with the personality of perfection. You have been brought up about perfection, about keeping things in order, a very orderly person. And so you want to do everything to perfection because of your socialization. So you end up also becoming an achiever. When you are an achiever, when you have that trait, you have to really do the best. You have to be the A student. You have to be number one. Your company should be the best. The trait theory. Then there is also the aspect of the cognitive behavioral therapy, which many therapists use, including me, as your family therapist. Now, according to cognitive behavioral therapy, which was much propounded by a cognitive behavioral therapist called Beck, it stipulates that the behavior of a workaholic is the manifestation of the interpretation you have about yourself and the world. Probably you feel you have low self-esteem, people don't love you, people don't appreciate you. So now what do? How will you convince the world that you have got certain character, certain qualities which are admirable? What do? You get yourself to work to get that appreciation. The way you interpret the world is so cruel, the world is so negative, the world doesn't see me. How will the world see me? By work. The other one is, which will be my last point in part 1 of the causes of workaholism, is some people are trying to hide from their spouses. This might look a little bit interesting. Hiding from your spouse. Men by nature, they don't want to be confronted. Men love competition, but they don't want a wife who is going to carpet them, to ask them to explain certain issues. They don't want that. They simply want to keep away. They simply don't want to explain, because explaining is a sign of weakness. And that is why some would not like even to apologize. Apologizing, saying you are sorry to your wife, it is a sign of weakness. So now, some of these men, they are running away from their wives. They don't want to be held accountable. They don't want their wife to ask them, you are not performing well in the home front. You have neglected me. You don't have time to talk with me. You don't have time with the children. We don't have time even to go out. We are also not doing well in the financial front. We are not doing well. They don't want to hear those chronicles of events of how they are feeling. So what do? They better go, they better run away to work. So some of the people, they are people to be sympathized with. They are people who have running away from accountability. And this happens even now, coming even to our clergy, the church ministers, the reverends, the pastors, the deacons, and the people having responsibility in the churches. You find that they have completely given their life to the church. The church has become their mistresses. Their church has become the second wife. And this is why they get so committed. So you get your members of your church, they are saying how great you are as a reverend, how great you are as you are minister of the church, how great you are doing, how great you are doing the things of God. But I think, considering God's opinion, God's perspective, the view God had in the Garden of Eden was for the husband and the wife to be together as a companion. But now when you try to say, you have just gone to work for God and then you forget your family, you have forgotten a very important work because you have made your wife seem as if she has been divorced. You are committing adultery with the church. Not necessarily adultery with the women in the church, but you are giving all to the church. You are giving everything to the church at the expense of the wife of your youth, the wife whom you committed that you are going to be with her in thick and thin. Now, what happens? Why should you give your whole life even to the church at the expense of your family? To the children, you are a stranger. To your wife, you are a stranger. And then you really wonder what is going to happen. This reminded me as I end a certain case of a certain pastor who was so committed. He was a televangelist. He was so committed to the church. And then one day, the wife came in front and she was carrying traveling bags. And then the congregation was wondering what was happening. And then she said, I would like to have my husband back because he has gone away. The church has got him. So what am I trying to say? People are running away. They are running away from their spouses. They are running away from responsibilities. They are going to hide in their place of work. It is a hiding place. It is a cage they are hiding. Others are going to hide in the church. As pastors, they have refused, they have shirked their responsibility. I hope you have enjoyed part 1 of the causes of workaholism. And I hope you are going to interrogate yourself and ask yourself, how far are you doing? This is Mutya Rukwaru, your family therapist, and also from A Moment with Rukwaru. For those who have not subscribed, I would encourage you to subscribe so that you get more of these empowering subjects which are going to make your life become better. Now I'm hoping that this video, you are going to interrogate yourself and ask yourself, are you an workaholic? And is it worthy the price you are going to pay later? Thank you very much. Have a great afternoon.